What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money Event Week, as well as the property and vehicle discounts. So in terms of changes for this week, snow is currently gone in GTA Online and all the festive stuff from last week. Also, for some reason, the Brioso 300 that was free for last week's event week is now gone off the Southern San Andreas website. I'm not sure why they did that instead of just putting it to its normal price. And there's also no new drip feed vehicle for today, which is very surprising. But seeing as we got so many last week, I guess it sort of makes sense. Also, the English Dave Kai Music missions are still happening this week if you haven't had a chance to complete them to get the BF Weeble for free and early. But anyways, this event week is for December 31st through January 6th, 2021. So Happy New Year, guys. Let's hope this year is better than 2020. The current casino podium vehicle is the Obey Omnis. So this vehicle is primarily based on the Audi Sport Quattro S1. It released about 4.5 years ago with the Cunning Stunts DLC update. It normally costs about $700,000. The Omnis is a very fun car to rally with, especially on some dirt trails and dedicated rally races as well. It's just a very good car. The customization sadly isn't very good, which is really unfortunate. And it's also way off the pace of the top rally cars like the Flash GT and the Issy Sport as well, which are a lot faster. But anyways, for those of you who originally paid full price for the Omnis and are angry about it being on the podium, you can still take the one you originally purchased and sell it for roughly $500,000 depending on your upgrades and how much you paid for it originally. So, is the Omnis worth attempting to win by spinning the lucky wheel over and over this week? Honestly, it's not a crazy expensive multi-million-dollar car that we're used to seeing on the podium, but it's still a very fun car to drive and something worth having in your garage for free, so I'd say go for it, give it a shot if you like rally cars. So starting off with the property discounts, we have 40% off the garages for the following properties: the Casino Penthouse Garage, the Arcade Garage, the Nightclub Garage floors, the Arena War Garage floors, the CEO Office garages, and the MOC Personal Vehicle Storage Bay, and all the garage properties on the Dynasty 8 website as well. And lastly, we also have 40% off the high-end apartments on the Dynasty 8 website as well, so lots of property discounts this week, especially if you need more space for your cars. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 40% off the Taipan. So this car isn't a supercar class and is unfortunately a very slow car due to it having the slow handling flags. Also, the proportions of this car are a little strange. I'm not too much of a fan of the styling of this car. I like its real life variant, but the GTA version just looks weird, and even at this price, I still don't feel it's worth it. Moving on to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Armored Kuruma, one of the best vehicles in the game for missions due to its window armor plating. It's a vehicle I highly recommend purchasing if you don't have one already. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 40% off the Ramp Buggy. So one of the most fun vehicles in GTA in my opinion. Also, for those of you who don't know, a couple years ago, Rockstar actually made it to where it can ramp an unlimited amount of cars, unlike before where it could only ramp a certain amount of cars before it started smoking and then eventually blows up. So it's pretty awesome that you can theoretically drive around the map for as long as you want, ramping cars without having to worry about it blowing up anymore. And lastly, we have 40% off the Phantom Wedge, an awesome semi-truck that ramps and flips cars out of the way. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it cannot survive any explosions, especially for a vehicle this size. I prefer the MOC, for example, which can survive a ridiculous amount of explosives. The Phantom Wedge is cool, it just lacks the armor. In terms of login items this week, you can get this Bigness tie-dye sweater and the matching sports pants as well just for logging in this week, which is pretty cool. You'll also unlock the Sasanta Nove monogram livery for the Revolter, Speedo Custom, and Menacer as well for free, which is quite random. In terms of double money, we have double money NRP on the in and out adversary mode for like the third week in a row. Not sure if Rockstar forgot to remove this one or they're having issues removing it. But anyways, that's the only thing we had double money on for this week, which is really surprising and sad to be honest. Hopefully we get something next week. Moving on to the Prime Gaming discounts for Prime Gaming members only. I'll leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Prime Gaming member if you aren't one already. So we have the same ones as last week, except for the free Sentinel Classic, which was removed for some reason. But anyways, the other ones were 80% off the Night Shark, which is one of my favorite armored vehicles in the game due to its speed, armor, and the fact that it has a tow hitch, so you can tow an anti-aircraft trailer or whatever else you like. Plus it has no special map icon, so you can catch some players by surprise. The only downfall I see with the Night Shark is that it can't be used in races. Other than that, I highly recommend purchasing it at this price if you don't have one already. It's an absolute bargain. Moving on, we have 80% off the Italy GTB and the Benny's custom upgrade conversion cost for it as well. So the GTB is not that great of a car in terms of performance. There are much better supercars out there, but at this price, if you just want to have it for its looks, it's a pretty decent purchase. And lastly, for Prime Gaming, you can get the sonar station upgrade for the new Kasaka submarine for free. This upgrade normally costs about 1.2 million, and getting it for free is pretty awesome. Also, don't forget that just for logging in this week as a Prime Gaming member, you'll get the usual free $200,000, which is pretty cool. Again, guys, if you don't see a discount on the Night Shark or the Italy GTB, it's because you don't have your Prime Gaming account linked to your social club. Again, all the information on how to do that is down below in the pinned comment. And lastly, we have, of course, the RC Bandito Time Trial Construction Site 1. This week's normal time trial is Coast to Coast. I highly recommend either the Pariah, Italy GTO, the Vest 8, Emerus, or Krieger for that time trial. And this week's premium race is the Supercar Race Senora Freeway. I highly recommend either the Vest 8, Emerus, or Krieger for this race. Every Friday I post a guide on how to easily beat the time trials and premium race, so stay tuned for that if you're new. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. This event week is pretty decent in terms of overall discounts, mainly because of the property discounts, but not too great in terms of double money. We literally have nothing except for something that's repeating from the previous weeks. I'm really hoping we get something new next week because this event week wasn't really that great. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.